Welcome to a new season of the Extra Pass podcast presented by Chemist Warehouse. I'm Adam Ballinger, and I'm joined by our youngest ever guest, Melbourne United next star, Dash Daniels. Dash, thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome to have you. I've not had a chance to meet you yet, so I'm excited to get into this. I'm sure you are too.
Yep, sure.
First podcast, I think.
It is, yeah, first podcast.
Okay, so you've had a busy past few months. I've got three things here. You've got Nike Hoop Summit, Under 19 World Cup, and also playing for Sandy in the NBL 1. I would imagine what's at the top of that list? 19 World Cup, Under 19 World Cup, as far as a huge thing to undertake.
Yeah, I mean they were all very cool experiences. Obviously having the Nike Hoop Summit, that was one of my coolest experiences being a part of. But obviously I got injured about 3 or 4 days in, but that was a little setback for me, but and then went to the U19 World Cup, and that was probably my best experience of
that was the biggest. It seems like a big deal.
So, that was really cool to be a part of.
So for the first thing, the Hoop Summit, is that a team? So when I was just a young guy, I got invited to Nike camp. It was supposed to be the best 2 players from each state get invited. Yeah. Indiana there was like 15 guys from Indiana, so it wasn't top 2, but it was a big deal to get invited to something like that. And we went through all types of, they did like media training and all this stuff. And what is the Nike Hoop Summit?
Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty much the top 12 USA guys that they pick over there go against the top 12 selected from the world, around the world. So, I was lucky enough to be the only Australian selected in that world team, and it's pretty much just 12 on 12, game, world versus USA. And, the USA has been, probably the most dominant over the years. And, it was a pretty close game between us this year, and the USA went into overtime. And, that was just, pretty cool to be a part of.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Pretty incredible to be picked for that team, obviously, of the whole world, the 12. Now, at the end of our camp, you weren't supposed to take the shoes. Did you get a whole bunch of gear? Guys, you're supposed to hand them all back. Yeah. Half the guys said they lost their shoes and they couldn't do anything about it. I handed mine in, of course.
Yeah.
Did you get a lot of gear? Like, what kind of gear are we talking from Nike at? Something like that?
Man, you get so much gear while you're over there. Yeah. Like 2 full suitcases of just clothes and shoes and stuff. We were allowed to keep our stuff, so we just took pretty much all the shoes you could. I had to actually leave a couple of pairs because
it's too much.
Yeah, it's just too much to pack. So yeah,
you get like exclusive shoes that other people can't get, or they're basic.
I think the year before us there were some shoes that kind of had the Hoop Summit on the shoe and that, so it was pretty exclusive. But this year they didn't have that. Obviously, still got good shoes and stuff.
Yeah,
but
that's pretty cool.
Didn't have the exclusive ones.
That was the coolest thing ever at your age, getting free gear. Quickly on Sandy, since that's just down the road. First year in NBL 1, has it been something you've enjoyed? Is it a big step up from the last thing you were doing?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that was pretty much one of my goals going into the season, is just to try and get my confidence with the team, and being one of the main guys on the team, just having the ball in my hands and being able to run the team has been a very good experience. And it's helped me so much just being in the offseason and obviously going into the NBL, being confident. Yeah,
cool. Good luck on that in the playoffs there. Okay, so settling into life in Melbourne. Now you're from Bendigo, coming down to Melbourne. Bendigo's not a small town by any means. How has that gone for his easy transition? I mean, you're here with your dad. Your parents are here with you?
Yeah. So it's been pretty easy transition. Obviously grown up my whole life in Bendigo, being a country boy. Moved in to Melbourne around early January with my family. So living in the city area, and then I've enjoyed it so far. I think I've preferred the city life over country. So that's a big say, but it's been good.
Anything like you drink coffee yet?
I don't drink coffee.
Yeah.
No.
Melbourne people love to say their coffee is amazing. Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
But I'll drink all types of coffee. I'm not too picky. All right, back when you were in Bendigo, what was your perfect Bendigo day like? Or, you know, what from the time you got up to the time you went back to bed, What did that entail? You can take that any way you want, like a relaxed day, a day off or whatever, or, someone of your, basketball stature probably has a different schedule than most 16, 15-year-olds would. What was that what did that look like?
Yeah. So my favorite day in Bendigo was probably, just the Fridays, waking up probably a little bit before school, just to go in my backyard, get some shots up. And then, you obviously have school and stuff. And, Fridays is always a fun day to be at school. And, just looking forward to the VJBL games after school, going down to Melbourne, just being able to, play that game. And, I'd say that's just my typical day in Bendigo on a Friday, which is pretty fun.
Yeah. Did you have to come all the way to Melbourne every time?
Unless we had a home game, it was pretty much all in Melbourne. So, we pretty much was in Melbourne every, we had 2 weeks in a row in Melbourne and then maybe one home game. So, yeah.
So typical day in Bendigo was a lot of basketball. Come to Melbourne, typical day here, a lot of basketball.
That's right. 100%. Yeah.
All basketball. All right, let's talk about basketball a little bit more specifically. So you are, we've mentioned it a few times, you're 17. You're going into your first professional season with United. You've already been here for a while. You were able to come last season for a while and be kind of worked in a way that some other people wouldn't have that opportunity. What are your thoughts going into the season? Is it something you've always looked at? Like, is it always something growing up? You follow the NBL and something you've always wanted to do?
Yeah, I mean, ever since I was probably 11, 12, I've been coming out to Melbourne just to watch Melbourne United games and stuff. So it's always been, something I've dreamt of, just to be a part of, Melbourne United and play in the NBL. And, the past, 5, 6 months with this team has been, super beneficial for me. And, just being able to have that early start that not many people get to have. And, being super comfortable with the team before I even get started. So, it's been, super helpful.
Yeah. You're probably ready to go though. That's a long time to practice and wait and to get in the games.
It is 100%. Yeah. I'm just ready to go out there and play. So,
okay. A little bit. So following on from that, with your age and your expectations, how do you deal with that and not make it a burden, but make it something that pushes you and gets you better, and not kind of go the other way of like, every room I step into, people are, talking to me about basketball, my expectations of basketball and their expectations. How have you dealt with that?
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. Like, being a highly projected, pick for the NBA and having to walk in those rooms, everyone's trying to, look at you, stare at you, just try and take pictures and stuff. And, being 17 years old, it can be tough. And, but no, it's cool to, experience that and have, so many people behind your back and just believe in you pretty much. And, I mean, it's tough to, have that all the time. And, but no, it's definitely, a cool experience.
Yeah. You would not want it. It's better than not having it, I'm sure. But do you look at it more of like every day, take a day by day basis? If you look at it a whole big picture, it might become a little bit overwhelming, but I think, if you're going day by day, like today, what's my schedule? What am I doing? Who am I around? It's probably a lot easier.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you just take it by, day by day, just, trying to be around family, friends, all that stuff.
Yeah,
just to,
like with your own team, people, the right people around you.
Exactly, that people already know you, kind of like just humble you, like you don't have to worry too much about, what you're doing and all that stuff.
Who's taking pictures of you, who's recording with their phone.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a lot to deal with. Okay, last thing. This is another. So as the youngest guy on the team coming into it, you never played on the team before, but what do you think about the players around you, your teammates? What are you looking forward to this season? How do you think you'll do? And who are you looking forward to playing with, which I guess you're going to say everybody, of course. Is there anyone who's kind of taking you under their wing and helping you as going into the season? What are you looking forward to most about this season?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's been, super helpful. Obviously all the vets, you got CG, Shaylee, those type guys. Delhi was a big help when he was here as well.
Yeah.
And, just being able to have those guys to, talk to and learn off has been, a great experience. And, I mean, it's been a while. I've been here for almost 6 months already, and I haven't played a game, so I'm really just looking forward to getting on court and showcasing what I got.
Yeah, I bet. When I was playing here, I was the guy who mentored CG, brought him under my wing, told him a lot. He attributes a lot of what he does now to me. Yeah. He doesn't say it much. Ask him about it though. I
will.
Ask him about it behind closed doors. All right, you thought you were done. You're not quite done yet. This is a fan favorite segment. I mean, I get a lot of mail about the Fast Five, and so it's back. So people are ready to go. And it's pretty much the same thing we've just done. It's just 5 more questions. You ready? This is Fast Five with Bulls. Been waiting for this the whole time. Now we're on to the fun stuff. They're hard hitting, so I hope you're ready. The movie Incredibles came out in 2004. You were born in 2008. The timeline matches up. It's 4 years later. But are you named after Dash from The Incredibles?
I am. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. My brothers actually, they watched the show. So
your parents, I assume everybody watched it when it came out.
They loved it. So when they had me, they loved the name Dash, and that's how I got it.
Heard it here first.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's right.
Okay, following on from that, how much do you think being named Dash has helped you with your speed? Because you're incredibly fast.
Yeah, I don't know.
You think it's helped a little bit? I mean, just like 1%.
Yeah,
like, what if your name was Jeff?
Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't be,
as fast as my name. You'd still be fast, but your name's Dash. That's got to go into it.
Yeah.
I named my 2 boys, Leon and Fletcher.
Yeah.
Not crazy fast names. Okay. Question number 2. Okay, you're 17. I might have mentioned that a couple times. Mm-hmm. When I was 17, the year was 1996, and it ruled. Okay, 1996 was a good year. I feel sorry for you having to grow up now, but that was pre-internet, pre-cell phone for the most part. Are you familiar with anything that was popular back then when I was 17? Here's some things. MTV. Oh. No, seriously? You've heard of MTV though, right?
MTV? No, never.
You've never heard of MTV, never music television?
No.
Wow.
No.
Grunge music.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of grunge music? No. You've heard of Nirvana, right? The band Nirvana. No. You're just messing with me right now.
Yeah. I don't know nothing, man.
Soundgarden. Pearl Jam. No. Well, there's some music. You put that on your playlist.
Yeah.
That'll get you pumped up before a game. Seinfeld.
No clue.
There's not a chance you've never seen Seinfeld. It's never come up on your algorithm. Yeah. Jerry Seinfeld?
I've probably heard it. I just don't know it by the name.
Never seen it. Well, I don't imagine you've watched all 9 seasons, but then again, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Maybe this season.
I'll look it up.
It holds up.
I'll watch it.
It holds up. The last thing, the Nintendo 64. You know what a Nintendo is,
I know what a Nintendo is. I've never heard of Nintendo 64 though.
It was the one after. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. 64 bits.
Yeah.
Which doesn't stack up now. It doesn't hold up. What about Sega? No? Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh, Sonic, yeah.
Sonic.
I know Sonic.
We got one. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thanks for doing that. All right. Hobbies outside of basketball. If I was going to guess, they would be like naps, maybe Pokemon.
Pokemon.
You into Pokemon at all?
No, not at all.
You never were?
I was a little bit, but like
I don't know what kids do these days. I just always assume it's sleeping and Pokemon.
Sleeping, golfing a little bit, gaming. That's pretty much me.
Golfing, nice. You play with CG yet?
I haven't. I went to the golf day. That was pretty much it. I didn't really see CG play, but no, that was cool.
He's a big golfer. Video games, and what video games?
Love Call of Duty, 2K, Fortnite.
2K, Fortnite. Just all the essentials.
That's all right.
All right, nice. All right, if you transition to footy right now on this podcast, you made the announcement, you're done with basketball. First of all, it'd be great for our ratings.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it? No, stick with basketball. If you did right now, what pick do you think you'd immediately be in the next draft?
I got to be a top 10.
Yeah, I would say top 10 for sure.
I'm gonna say
bump some people out. People would be ticked off.
Maybe top 5.
Top 5. Top 5.
I'll sit in that range.
All right. I believe you. And the listeners believe me because they know I know a lot about footy. They love it when I talk about it, but we'll move on. What was the moment when you were young that you realized you were just like way better at basketball than your friends? Like playing domestic under 8s or 10 and under, you're just like 25 points, 15 blocks.
I'd say from about 10 to 11 years old, like I realized that, the domestic level was getting pretty easy and stuff. And, I was a lot bigger than all the other guys on the court. So that made it easier as well. And then that just kind of went into the state programs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
From there.
Yeah.
All right. Dash, thanks for doing the podcast. First one.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Thank
you. I would imagine you got many more requests to come.
Yeah.
But always remember this is your first.
Yeah, I will. 100%. Thank you.
You're welcome. And thanks again to Chemist Warehouse for another incredible podcast. We'll see you next week for another episode of The Extra Pass.